Hello, everyone. I'm Jana Eubank with Simple Stories. Welcome to Simple Stories Live. We are so excited to have you. Tonight, we are going to be showing you 3 of our holiday collections and the coordinating card kits and putting together one of those card kits. If you have any questions while we're going through the process, be sure to leave a comment in the comments and I will watch those and try to answer your questions as we go. And if I happen to miss it, I'll scroll through the questions afterwards, as well as during the replay. If you're watching on replay, I'll watch for those comments as well and answer any of those. Now, again, my name is Jana Eubank. I'm the marketing manager with Simple Stories, and I love my job. I'm so excited to be here to show you this stuff. Now, last week, we made a really cool announcement, and I wanted to tell you about it in case you missed it. We are going to be holding a scrapbook retreat in 2022. It's going to be called the Get Creative Retreat, and it will be held from September 15th to the 27th, 15th to the 17th here in Layton, Utah. And we are so excited. We have some really fun things planned. We're going to be doing a take and make, which is kind of a round robin style of a make and take. We're going to be doing 6 classes and having 3 crop parties, as well as a lot more. Now, if you choose to purchase a ticket, that we will invite you to a Facebook group, a private Facebook group beginning in January 2022, where we will count down to all the fun that we are going to have next September. If you would like more information about our retreat, be sure to stop by our website. You can see right there on the right side, we have a tab that is specifically for our retreat that has all kinds of information there that will hopefully answer any questions that you have, as well as a link to purchase. So we are really excited about this. This is something that Simple Stories used to do over 10 years ago when they started out as Memory Works, and they are going to be turning 10. So we are going to celebrate by bringing back our popular retreats. This is something that people have been requesting and over throughout the years. So we're excited to bring that to you. So be sure to check it out. Now, when I was about 16 or so, I was watching my brother and sister one night, and my mom was off with her friends, and she came home and she walked across the room with this big green book, and she said to me, "I got to show you what I've been doing tonight." And I'm like, okay. So she came across the room and she opened this big green scrapbook and placed it in my lap and showed me the pages that she had worked on that night with her friends at this home party that was filled with stickers and pattern paper and photos cut into circles and stars and all this fun thing. And immediately my eyes popped and I just thought to myself, I want to do that. And I just fell in love with scrapbooking from that time forward. Now, I tell you this because I will forever be grateful to that home party and to those friends that invited my mom over to Scrapbook, because it introduced me to scrapbooking and has been something that has just enriched my life over the years. Now, a week from this Saturday is World Card Making Day on Saturday, October 2nd. And I want to challenge you to share your love of crafting with somebody that you know. Take this opportunity to invite some friends over, maybe your sisters, your family members, your nieces and nephews, your cousins, whoever, and invite them to come over and make some cards or to do some crafting and spread that love of crafting, because we know, I think all of us can think of a time that somebody introduced it to us. So I want to challenge you to do that with World Card Making Day next week. Now, with that being said, our card kits make the perfect project for a World Card Making Day party, but as well as if you are getting ready to do your holiday cards, which this is the time of year we're working on them, right? And so I wanted to show you our Simple Cards card kits tonight. We have 3 gorgeous holiday collections, and we have a coordinating card kit for each of these collections. So I'm going to turn it over to our desktop view and have you take a look. So we have the Make It Merry collection, and this is the card kit that coordinates with that. We have the Simple Vintage Rustic Christmas, and I'll give you a better look at this in just a minute. And then we have our Holidays collection. Now, if you have not seen our card kits yet, I'm so excited to introduce them to you because they are awesome. Now, each kit comes in a collection, like a flat pack. It almost looks like a collection kit. So you'll see it in your stores on the shelf or hanging up by the collections. And they are a really good price. Now, inside each kit, you'll have all the supplies that you need to create 8 cards. So you can see the designs right here on the front. And if we flip over to the back of the package, you can see all of the items that are included. Now, there is no cutting required. You see that right there? No cutting required. And all you need to do is add your adhesive, whether that's your tape adhesive, your wet adhesive, or maybe you want to even add some dimension with foam squares. So let me show you. All the pieces are die cut and ready to punch out. So there's 4 die cut sheets as well as a 6x12 chipboard sheet. And there's your card bases and the instructions. You are going to love these. Anyone who tries them just has a ball. So let's go ahead and take a look. So when you open it up, here are the instructions. You can see there's only about, 8, if that, steps for each card. You have a full color photo right there, but you also have a nice large one on the front. So you can kind of use that like a puzzle box and look at the card as you have your instructions and you're finding the pieces and as you work on those cards. So you have the 4 of the cards on one side, and then you have 4 cards on the other side. Now, inside the kit are 8 card bases. These are pre-scored card bases. And I don't know if you can tell this, but it's nice and sturdy cardstock. It is great, beautiful cardstock. Now, the reason we did card bases is so that if you wanted to add stitching or anything like that, staples, and you want to do that on your background panel before you adhere it to the card base, all of those back sides, the staples or stitching can be hidden between the card base and the background panel. And so that is why we did it that way. Okay, so let's look at, you've got your 8 card bases. You have your 6x12 chipboard sheet, and all of these pieces are sized perfectly for the card designs that we have. Now, any spot that we had left over, we included bonus pieces. So I think you could actually create more than 8 cards. There's instructions for 8 cards, but you'll see once you work through everything that you actually have more pieces than you need, which is awesome. So all of the pieces are on these die cut sheets, and they are perforated. Now, one thing we made sure to do on the perforation is to ask our manufacturer to do a really light perforation. We didn't want you to have thousands of little nodes all the way around these pieces. So just have enough nodes on there to kind of hold them into the spot. So I'll hold that up close. Maybe it will focus, and you can see there's a little bit of the little hanging parts right there, but they're barely noticeable. And if those bother you, you can ink over them with ink, or you can simply take your scissors and scrape along the side, or even just a nail file, and they just come right off. It's super easy. So here are all the 4 of the background panels, as well as some strips and a flower. For this card kit, you have these larger pieces that you can use for your, and all of these are ready to be punched out, including the chipboard. So beautiful colors. You can see some of the pieces have pre-printed layering. Now, this is just to save you time. There are additional layers that go on top of this, so you still have that nice layered feel, but you don't have a ton of bulk. Now, speaking of bulk and thicknesses on a card, we opted to do a little bit thinner of a chipboard in the kits. That way, if you are concerned about the bulk of the cards going through the mail, that won't be an issue. But of course, if you like dimension, you can always adhere your pieces with foam tape. So this is a look at the Make It Merry, or the Holiday Hellos card kit, but this coordinates with the beautiful Make It Merry collection. Now, the card kits do not include envelopes, but they are a standard A2 size, which most of us have in our crafting stash. But another thing you can do is you can use the coordinating pattern paper to create your own envelopes. So that's a really fun idea. So because these coordinate with our collections, you can pull in additional embellishments if you'd like to add even more dimension, but really you don't need to. Really, you have everything you need, as you can see in those designs, right there to create beautiful cards. But add in your stickles, add in your pearls, your gems, all those things that you love to even make it more customized to you. So that's a look at the Make It Merry card kit. Now this is this simple vintage rustic Christmas. These are so beautiful. You've got the different shades of green, the traditional reds and greens. You've got a splash of black, and then look at the Santa, a beautiful vintage Santa, and he's really unique because he's in a gray Santa suit. So that makes it really fun and different. And so I'll just quickly show you the colors in this one, and then we'll look at the last one. So really pretty poinsettias. You got the vintage angel, the vintage Santas. Look at the reindeer. It has kind of a forest theme to it. You can see right there on this pattern that there's the deer in the forest. Isn't that beautiful? You've got the holly with the birds. Just so many beautiful patterns. I love the buffalo check and the gingham checks throughout the plaids. Really, really pretty. So that is the simple vintage rustic Christmas. Now these card kits, I think I mentioned, are available right now in your stores or in your favorite online stores. So if this looks like something you want to do, be sure to check it out. Now I showed you our red and green, the vintage one, and now we have a really fun whimsical collection called Holidays that has splashes of mint and pink along with the red and green, and just has lots of cute critters like the penguin, the squirrel. You've got the little bear, the snowman, and the Santa, and of course the holiday houses. So we'll peek through this one real quick. And then I want you to be thinking about which card kit you think we should put together tonight. So I'm going to take a little poll, and we're going to actually put one together so you can see how quickly it goes. Now, it usually takes me about 30 to 40 minutes to create all 8 cards. Of course, if you're new at card making, it may take you a little bit longer, but everything is ready for you. Again, the pieces are just ready to be punched out, and you can just rock and roll. This is perfect if you're going to a crop for World Card Making Day, because all you need to take with you is this pack, and you've got a fun project to work on. You don't have to go searching through all your supplies. You just grab this kit and then your adhesives, and you are ready to get going. All right, so let me take a look at a few comments and see what everybody's thinking of all this. Oh, we've got a time, Maria says, what a time saver. Yes, for sure. Love these card kits. Thank you. I love all the card kits. So fun when on the go, away from all your stuff. Becky Adams says it's gorgeous. Kathy says I love these kits. Thank you, everyone. It's so fun. Okay, so we've looked at holidays. We've looked at simple vintage rustic Christmas. And then we have the Make It Merry. So guess what, guys? I'm going to take a poll. We've got number 1, number 2, and number 3. Which one do you guys want to put together tonight? I'm watching the comments. Let me know by commenting 1, 2, or 3, and we'll see which one wins. Maybe I'll watch for like the first 3. Tamara says do holidays. Anybody else have a vote? 3, more holidays. Awesome. Cheryl's saying, I love the card kits. Awesome. We got 1, 2. I think I've got 3 votes for 3. There's 4 votes for 3. So I'm guessing we're going to go for number 3 tonight. All right. Maybe we'll check back another night and do another one, but let's dig into the holidays card kit. So here we have it right here in front of me. Again, I'll show you the back real quickly. You can see our 4 sheets of die cuts and the 6x12 chipboard. Now, let me give you a few tips as we start to put this together. One thing that people seem to want to do right away when they get this is they want to punch out all the pieces. You know, you kind of look at those sheets and you just want to punch them all out and get them all out on your table. Now, that's one way to approach it, and I think that's fantastic. You can do it whatever way you want, but what I find is that I like to keep them in the sheets, and I'll tell you why. Because if I punch out all the sheets, then I've got like, let's see how many pieces are in here. There's a total of like 98 pieces. So if I punch everything out ahead of time, then I'm going to be looking through 98 pieces to find each piece. Whereas if I leave them in the sheets, then I only have 4 sheets or 5 sheets to look through. The 5 back I'm sorry, the 4 background sheets and then the 1 chipboard sheet. So that just saves you a bit of shuffling. So that's just my tip, is to leave them in the sheets and then just pull the pieces out as you start to work on the kits. Now, another thing you might want to do as you look at the instructions is when you look at each step, the items that you need from the die cut sheets are in bold print. So say I'm working on this card right here. I can go through each step, look at the picture and find those pieces ahead of time and punch those out, then set all this aside, and then I can kind of work on my card with just those pieces. So there's another way you can approach it. So, and then another thing is, some people like to follow it step by step, and some people like to lay out all the pieces and see how they fit together and then add adhesive at the end. So there's just a few different approaches that you can take as we do the cards. But let's go ahead and start on this Good Cheer Bear card. Now the first step says to select the pink striped background panel. So let me grab a card base really quickly. I'm going to go ahead and fold it. Then I'll set the other ones aside for when we do the other ones. And we're going to find our pink striped background panel, which is right here. So I'm going to pop that out. You can see just how easily those come out. The next thing it says to do is to adhere that to the card base. So I'll just set these to the side as well as my instructions, and we're just going to work through this a little bit at a time. So tell me in the comments, do you guys like to make your own holiday cards? Do you make them for everybody? Do you make them just for your crafty friends? Do you make them just for your close friends and family? Tell me in the comments what you like to do at the holidays. Another fun idea for these card kits that I've seen people do is they put them together and they actually decorate like gift boxes or, you know, gift bags with the completed card. So that's another really fun idea. Okay, we've added our background panel. Now we need to add the thicker short green diamond strip to the card. So because it said thicker, that means there are 2 short diamond strips. So I'm going to pick the thicker one right here, punch that out, and then I'm ready to add that to the bottom of my card, 1/4 of an inch up from the bottom. So we'll add that right there. And we're ready for our next step. It says add the short red dot strip. So that would be this piece right here. Again, we'll just pop that out. You can see how fun this is. Everything's ready to go. It makes it nice and easy. I love that we can use the pattern to kind of line that up straight. Okay, the next thing it says is that we need the white oval with the green edge. So I can see that right here on my die cut sheet. I have this nice big base piece to punch out, and that will anchor my entire design. Let me look at some comments. Sharon Marie says she does Christmas cards for her whole card list, which is about 35 or so. Oh, that's awesome. Let's see. Damaris says that she used to make cards, but life got busy. Hey, these card kits are perfect for you. Kathy says, I make them for your close friends and family. That's awesome. I always feel like my close friends and family will appreciate it more, and especially my crafty friends, right? I know that they are going to display that and just enjoy the love that I poured into that handmade card. And you know what? No one's got to know that someone else pre-designed it for me. I can just have the fun of putting it together and then give them that handmade card. It's almost like pressure to have a handmade card when people know you're a crafter, right? Have you felt that pressure ever before, where you're like, people know I craft, so I have to make a handmade card? Okay, so there's our white oval. I chose to add that to the card with a little bit of thin foam tape just to pop it up a little bit. And the next thing I'm going to be looking for is the dark green tree. So this piece right here. So I'm going to go to this icon page, guessing that it's there. There's 2 trees, and it said the dark green one, so I'll go ahead and pop that one out. And then it tells me to put it on the left side of that oval. So I can just refer to my picture and know that I need to put it right about there. Now, you don't have to follow this exactly. If you want to take the pieces and switch it up and make something different, feel free to do that. In fact, a lot of our design team members like to just pull the pieces apart and use them in other projects. So, you know, it can be a starting point, and it can be, you can treat it like a pack of embellishments and use it that way. All right, so we have the dark green tree on the left side, and now we're going to add the bear to the right side, and our bear is right here. So you do want to be careful when you pop these out, just so you don't tear them, but they are, you know, they do come out really easily, and I think you'll be happy with that. So here's our cute little Santa bear. He's dressed to go out in the snow, and he's holding this cute garland that says Merry. The next thing it says to do is that we need to add a snowflake piece and a tiny chipboard snowflake along the top edge of the oval. So in the instructions, when it says piece, that means a die cut, or it will say die cut. But if it's a chipboard piece, it will always tell you that it's a chipboard piece. So if you're worried about if you see several snowflakes and you're not sure which one to pull, you can always look at those instructions and use that as a guide. But really, if you switch up your snowflakes, you're going to be okay. It's not going to mess it up. It's just going to be custom to what you decide to do. You can use your own creativity. So here we have this snowflake piece right here. I'm going to tuck it under the tree, and then I need a chipboard snowflake. And this one is a tinier one, so we'll grab this little guy right here. And I'm going to use some liquid adhesive to add this. And that one's going to go about right there. So with the chipboard, you have some dimension built in, which is great. But again, it's that thinner chipboard. So if you're concerned about that, you can keep it nice and flat, or if you choose to adhere it with foam tape, you can do that as well. Okay, the next thing we need is another snowflake piece on the bottom right side of the oval. So I'm going to pop this one out. And this little snowflake piece is going to anchor our sentiment. So that's going to go right here by the bear's foot. And then my last step says I need this good cheer phrase. So I just pop that out. I can use liquid adhesive or whatever type of adhesive I want. And we're just going to place that right along the bottom of the bear. And look at that. We have a really cute card that just took us minutes to make. So much fun. All right, what is everyone saying? Yes, Mick is answering questions for me. Thank you. And Simple Stories is on answering questions. So yes, each kit makes 8 cards. All right. The next card we're going to do is the Santa card, and it wants me to grab the pink ho 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 background, and this one's going to be a horizontal card. So let's grab our card base, and then I'm going to grab our card background panel, which is this darling ho 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 pink pattern. Isn't that cute? I love that. I love the colors of this collection. It's so cheerful, so fun. Really, really cute. So we're going to add this to our card base. Again, if you want to do stitching, if you want to run it through your sewing machine and add that, maybe you want to sew on some buttons, you can do that before you adhere your panel to the card base and hide all of that stuff in between. So remember that you have that versatility. Okay, the next piece we need is the light green and dark green banner pieces. So let's look through over here. We've got a light green banner piece and a dark green banner piece. So we're going to pop those out. There's my first one. Here's my second one. And then if we look at the picture, you know what, let me bring the larger picture in. I think that might be easier to see. You can see that they're layered on top of one another at behind all of the other elements, and they're kind of at a slight angle, but you can keep them straight if you'd like to. So we're going to go ahead and do the dark green one first. I'll just kind of put it like that. So you can see here we've got some layers. Super cute. The next thing we need is a light blue circle with the dark blue edge, and that would be this one right here. So we'll pop that out. And it says to add it to the left side of the banner pieces. So we'll look at our picture and put it right about there. There we go. And then it says add the Santa face to the left side of the circle. Look at our cute Santa. Isn't he darling? I love his little smile and his little squinty eyes. He looks so friendly and cute. And I think that I'm going to pop him up. I think he could use some popping up. So we'll just add a little bit of foam adhesive. Now, one thing I would suggest when you're doing your adhesive is not to run the adhesive clear to the edge. And the reason for that is sometimes the instructions will tell you to put down a piece like this one, and then it's going to have you tuck some pieces underneath. And so that will just, it's usually because this is a reference point for the other pieces that are getting tucked under. So in this case, we put our Santa down first, but we're going to tuck this little letter behind him. So when I did my foam tape, I just put it on the center of the piece. And now I can grab that little North Pole letter. Isn't that cute? And I can know that I can add that and tuck that underneath without a lot of problems. So we're going to add that like so. And then it's going to tell me to grab the chipboard ho 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 phrase and put it along the bottom of the letter. So here we're starting to add in some more dimension. Here's our ho ho ho. Look at that. We have another cute Santa we get to play with later. And then we're going to add this along the bottom of the letter. So cute. I like that it repeats the ho 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 that's in the background. That's what it looks like so far. The next piece we need is a snowflake die cut and then a tiny snowflake die cut. And we're going to add those up here. So I'll pull my die cuts over, and just looking at the sample snowflake on the picture, it looks like this one. There's a few different styles. So I'm going to do it exactly like the picture just to keep it consistent so you can see how that works. We'll add that one right here behind the Santa cap, and then we need another tiny one up here above his head. So let's see, I'm going to use my, because it's a smaller piece, I'm just going to use my liquid adhesive, and then I won't get tape adhesive all over my fingers. All right, so there we have that snowflake. And then the final piece that it tells me to put on is this poinsettia piece. And this is another chipboard piece, so that will add some more dimension. So here we have this one. We'll pop that out. And you know what? I think I'm going to add a little bit of foam tape to that one just to pop it up a little. I did pre-cut some of these strips just so you wouldn't have to watch me cut foam tape all night long. And there we go. We have another card ready to send out to a friend and wish them a happy, merry, jolly Christmas, a holidays Christmas. All right, 2 cards so far. Are you ready for the third one? The next one we'll do is this Santa card. We'll play with this other Santa right here. I love the little fireplace with all the stockings lined up. You've got the poinsettia at the top, the Santa. How cute would it be to put a little mini pom-pom on his hat just to add some dimension? So if you have that in your stash, you can do that. We'll grab our card base, and then the background panel that we're going to need is the one with the blue dots and the pink border. So that would be this one right here. Thank you, Tamara. Tamara says they're so cute. Thank you. Tina says love it. Thank you so much. It's so fun to have you guys here crafting with us tonight. So I'm curious, who introduced you to scrapbooking or card making? Was it something that you stumbled on with a friend? Did you go inside a store and just get dazzled by all the supplies? Leave a comment and tell us how you discovered crafting. Okay, the next piece we need is the long green diamond strip, and that was right next on the same page right here. So we'll pop that one out. Add some adhesive, and here on this card we have this pink border around the card, but you can see that this green piece fits right inside of that green border. So we get that layered feel, but we don't have to mat our card, but all the pieces fit perfectly. Okay, next we need a plaid strip to go above that long green strip. So let me take a look through my pieces. Here it is right here. Just pop that out. I hope you can tell just how quick and easy these pop out of the sheets. Makes it so easy. This would be perfect for kids to do. Lots of fun. Okay, after that thin plaid strip, we need the fireplace piece. I love this little fireplace. Wouldn't that be cute for someone who has 4 people in their family? Or maybe you have 4 kids. I'm getting so excited for Christmas. Okay, so let's add that. And this says to add it to the left side of the card. Sorry, my voice is kind of going. I'm going to take a quick drink of water. There, hopefully that will help. Maybe I'll take another one in a minute. So we got our fireplace there, and then we need our chipboard Santa. So here he is with his toy pack all filled with goodies for the kids. And I want to pop this one up. So grab my foam tape. Just put that right in the center in case I want to tuck anything behind. And then I'm just going to overlap him over the right side of that fireplace. Next up, I need the Merry Christmas phrase that will go across the top. And this is a die cut. So I'm going to go to my die cut sheets. There it is. Pop that right out. I love the colors in this collection. It's so cute. All the different shades of green. You got the dark green, the olive green, and that is a little bit in the way of my Santa. So let me see if I can peel him up real quick. And I'm just going to move him down slightly just so I can see that sentiment a little better. There we go. If I would have looked at the picture, I would have noticed that his feet were closer to the bottom. So that was a mistake on my part. So the final thing we need is the tiny chipboard poinsettia to just go on the left end of that phrase. So I've got a few little foam squares that I've cut into smaller pieces, and I'll add that just to repeat the dimension that I put on the Santa. So here we have our adorable Merry Christmas Santa card. He's just come down the chimney and ready to leave all the goodies for all the friends. And, you know, add a little, wouldn't it be cute to add like some glitter to his cheeks? Maybe you could add a little mini pom-pom, maybe some pearls to the centers of the flowers, or glitter on the little berries on the garland. I mean, there's so many things you can do to dress it up even more, but it's so cute just how it is. Now we have our coordinating embellishments, and maybe as we go we'll pop in some of those and dress up the cards just so you can see how great everything coordinates. All right, let's go to the 4th card. We are just 35 minutes in. I know we had an intro, but we're already almost halfway through. So for this one, we're going to get the light green snowflake background panel. And this one is also a horizontal card. So we'll get this one right here. And then we will add this horizontally to that card base. Let's see what we've got going on in our comments. Shannon's telling us that she's always loved pretty paper and colored pens. Oh my gosh, me too. My girls and I, anytime we see cute pens or like those packs of all the colors of pens, there's just something about it. Like you got to have that pack, you know? And then our other favorite thing is notebooks. I love to collect notebooks. Do you guys collect notebooks too? Okay, so Kat is asking, where can we get the kits? The kits are available now at your local retailer, and you can also find them online on your favorite online retailers. So they are in stores now. Okay, so the next piece we need is a dark blue strip. And there it is right there. This is a really dark, almost like a midnight blue. It almost looks black. Really pretty and deep color. I love the contrast in this collection. You got your lighter pinks, but then it's anchored with that forest green and this dark blue. Really, really pretty. Okay, and then we need the plaid strip to go above it. So here's this plaid strip. This is so cute. You've got the mint green, the dark green, the red. Fun patterns that play off of each other. So we'll add that right above there. And then the next thing we need is this light blue rounded rectangle that has a red border around it. This one I think I'm going to pop up as well. I think that would be fun. Whoops. That grabbed my other card that was sitting there. So I'll just cut a couple of big pieces of this foam tape. Add that to the back of there. And the instructions tell me that I need to put this offset to the right of the card. So if we look at the picture, it's not centered. It will tell me you need to put it more towards the right side of the card. And that's to allow us room for that beautiful big Christmas flower. Isn't that gorgeous? Love that. So let's pull off our backing. And then we'll add that to the right side, maybe right about there. Okay, the next piece it wants me to grab is the large floral piece. There is a pattern paper in this collection with these large florals. It is gorgeous. I think it's a must-have for sure. Sometimes, you know, if you notice, I love our collections because we have a variety of scales and types of patterns. And sometimes you'll see a pattern like this with the large florals and you're not sure what to do. Now, a pattern like this would be beautiful for like a coordinating gift box. You know, if you want to make a little handmade gift box out of that paper. In fact, I should pull that paper out and show it to you. It is so pretty. And then you've got this card to go with it. And it just repeats it. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I love that paper. You got the pine branches in between and a little holly. So cute. So you could make a coordinating gift box and then put this cute card with it. And your person who gets that gift is just going to feel so special and so happy. Okay, so next up is this green joy. And I love that there's little branches on this on these letters. Now, all of the artwork in this particular collection is hand drawn by our artist. So isn't that awesome? She hand drew those letters, put the little vines on there. So, so cute. I think I want to pop that one up too. So I'm going to grab some little pieces of foam that I've pre-cut to fit on these. Maybe these longer ones will fit in there. Hopefully I didn't make them too thick. I can trim them again if I need to. And I can come back and add more, but we're going to just add some dimension. So this large joy is going to go overlap in the center of that rectangle and overlap that big floral, and everything's just going to connect and look so cute. So here we go. We've got that joy all ready to go. It fits perfectly there. Isn't that pretty? And then the final detail is this little berry sprig that's going to decorate the letter Y, and that's a chipboard piece. So let's pull out our chipboard, take a look at the berries, and then we can add that right there. I'm going to use the foam tape as well. Make this one really fun and dimensional. So here we've got that. And there is another card. Isn't that cute? Now I think we should let's add a decorative brad onto this. I think that would be really cute. So here we have our decorative brads. Now our brads don't have prongs on them, which is great because you can just stick them on. You don't have to punch through things. So let's do, ooh, I kind of like that green one. Let's do that big green one. Let's just add that right there. I'm going to tuck it under the J a little bit. And that just repeats that bright red color. And look, just adding that one decorative brad just adds that little bit of shine. When I add brads or enamel dots, I kind of think of it as adding catch lights to my card. You know, when photographers take your picture and they try to get the little shiny spot in your eye so you look really lively in your picture. That's what I think of with the brads or the enamel dots, that it's just adding that bit of shine and just bringing your project to life. So there we go. We're halfway through our cards. Look at those 4 adorable cards that we've created so far. I'm going to take a peek at the comments, see how you're all doing. Let's see. Beth Moore says she makes Christmas cards every year for everyone on her list. This would make it easy. Yes. And you can just buy multiple packs and just have fun, you know, get them for World Card Making Day next week. Let's see. Oh, yes. Thank you. Sarah says she loves the Joy card with the pops of color. Thank you. Sharon says that the Joy card is her favorite so far too. And Becky, thank you for watching. She says that she loves that the brads are adhesive. No more paper piercer, right? Spreading those little prongs on the brads and they dig up under your nails. Oh, that used to hurt so bad. I love that they're stickers. And then the other thing that's great is they're on this clear backing. So if I don't know which one's going to look good, I can hold it up to my project or the pattern paper and kind of audition it and see which one will look the best. So before I even stick it on the project, I can see which one I like the best. Okay, let's head on over to the other side, and we are going to create this Merry Christmas Fa La La card with the cute little holiday house with the Christmas lights going across the top. Super cute. So for that one, we need to get the, first off, our background panel, of course, or I'm sorry, our card base. We'll just quickly fold that. And then we need our background panel. And for this one, it has some pre-printed layers. It's got the blue dots, and then it's got the pink striped block in the center. So just grab that, and we will add that to our card. You guys creating tonight? Are you making some cards along with me? Maybe you're cooking dinner, or maybe you're just relaxing after a long day. And I love watching videos like this because even if I'm tired, I can feel like I'm crafting, even if I'm not the one crafting. All right, so the next thing it wants me to grab is the chipboard Merry Christmas banner. So we have that right at the top of the card, which is so cute. Let's add a little bit of foam tape to this one, just to pop it up even more. And that's going to go right across the top of that striped block. So we'll just center it as best as we can. And there we go. Next up, I need a cream strip that I'm going to add to the bottom of this pink. And that's going to serve almost like our snow that goes underneath the house. So here we have this little tiny cream strip. And if I wanted, I don't think you're going to see it, but if I wanted, I could cut a curve across the top of that and make it look like a snowy hill. I could ink it up with, you know, some light blue ink and make it look even icier if I wanted to. Okay, next up is I need the 2 medium poinsettia pieces. Now these 2 pieces, let me show you. These are mirror images of each other. You can see they go on either side of the house. So we're going to look for 2 poinsettia pieces that are very similar to each other and grab those. So those are right here on this sheet. We'll pop those out. Don't want to tear that. I'm getting a little too fast. There we go. So even around those little delicate pieces, just take a minute, but they do pop out nice and easy. So we're going to arrange these. I'm going to look at the card. Now when I look at the card, I can see that the dark green holly leaves are on the top. So I'm going to match that, because my house is going to layer on top of these. So I can put that about there. And then we'll just put the other one on the other side. So cute. There we go. Okay. The next thing I need is the pink chipboard. Did I skip a step? Oh, I did. I was supposed to, I was supposed to add the house, but you know what? I was supposed to add the house and tuck these behind it, but I can do it now anyway. So the house is a die cut. So here it is. It's got a cute little wreath on the door. I think I'm going to pop that one up too. How's everyone doing? Oh, only 3:45 for Susan. So dinner is not until 8. You know what? We eat dinner late too. My husband actually works on TV, so he gets home about 7:15. So we usually eat pretty late too. So here we go. It's our cute house. Love that pink sky. And then we need the chipboard fa la la phrase that's going to go across the bottom of the house. So here is that piece. It picks up the pink in the background. Really cute. I like that this has two sentiments that kind of frame it out. So let's add a little bit of foam tape to the back of that one. That way it will just bring it up to the same level as the house that I popped up. And then I'm going to add that right across the bottom, across the snow. And there we have another card. Isn't this fun? So cute. You could add glitter to the windows to make it look like they're shining. Lots of fun things. Okay, next card is the squirrel. This squirrel is adorable, carrying a little present. I wonder if it's full of acorns or what he's got in there. I don't know. So let's grab our card base. And then the background panel that we need is the green fa la la panel. So let's look. Right here. Pull that out. So cute. Let's add that here. I'm trying to look at comments while I'm gluing, but I don't want to glue this crooked. Let's see how everyone is doing. Everyone's doing good. Awesome. Okay, let me know again if you have any questions, pop it in there, and I'm happy to answer them. So next up is our green snowflake banner strip. And that is this piece right here. It has the red edges, so I don't have to worry about layering it. I've got that layered look, but I'm still adding layers to the card. So I get the best of both worlds. Who sang that? Was that Hannah Montana? We get the best of both worlds. All right. Okay. Now we need our pink scalloped rectangle. Look how cute that little polka dot pattern is, just nice and subtle. Almost looks like snow falling in the background. And that's going to go right there onto my banner piece. And I'm going to add foam tape to this one as well, just for kicks. So were you guys a fan of Hannah Montana when you were younger? Or were your kids? I thought that was a fun show. She's a bit crazy now that she's older, right? But that was a pretty cute show. Okay, here we go. Let's put this on the top. Anyone want to sing along with me tonight? I don't know if I'll be singing anymore. Okay, the next thing we need is 2 candy cane pieces. It says 1 blue and 1 red. So I'll come over here. I've got this little blue candy cane. Love that. I wonder what flavor that is. If it's like a blue raspberry, maybe it's a mint, like a peppermint flavor. And then we've got this red one with the cherry. I like cherry candy canes the best, I gotta say. Haven't tried too many of the crazy flavors, but I usually pick the cherry ones over like the peppermint ones. How about you? Do you have a favorite candy cane flavor? All right, so we're going to layer those 2 together, and we're going to add that on the left side right here. Okay, the next thing we need is our, let's see, our chipboard Christmas wishes phrase. So let's take a look. It's this really cute phrase with all the colors, and then you got the holly leaves sticking out of either end. Isn't that cute? And that's going to go across the bottom of our scallop piece. So let's grab that one right here. And then I know we're also going to need our squirrel, so I'll go ahead and pop him out as well. In fact, I might sneak him right under that candy cane real quickly. And then we'll add that Christmas wishes phrase along the bottom. So he's going to go in the center. And then I've got this Christmas wishes. So let's put this size of a piece on there. Guys, we've got 6 cards done. So cute. I think on this one, I want to add a couple of our enamel dots like right up here. I think that would be really cute. So let's open those up. Let's see, how about, what color should we do? Maybe I'll repeat this red and blue from the candy canes. I think that would be really cute. So we'll do a bigger blue one, and then, oops, it flipped over. Bigger blue one, and then I'll do a medium red one. You know what, I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do the green. I'm gonna do a mini green one. There. So I've added just a little sprinkle of those enamel dots. And that is super fun. So, so cute. Okay, 6 cards in. How you guys all doing? We're going to move on to this snowman card. It's got this darling little holly berry tag on there that's with another layer. And then we've got our snowman with a pine tree. So let's pull those pieces. First, we need our card base, of course, and then we need the green diamond background panel. So how many of you have bought our card kits? Have you tried these yet? We have all different kinds, not just Christmas. We have a fall one that is shipping to stores in the next week or so. So if you want to make some fall cards, that one is coming. That one will be with the Simple Vintage Country Harvest line. We have one for lemon twist. We have, there's a whole bunch. If you go to our website, there's 2 areas you can look for the cards, but there's an area that's like our collections and our products on the left side, the left tab. And that's just like a reference tab that shows you all of the products we have ever made. Now, our Christmas kits aren't for sale on our website because these are brand new. So they're in the retailer shops first. But if you go to the right side of our tabs, there is a store and there are some card kits in there. The holiday ones aren't in there, you know, because these are brand new, but there are some in there if you want to buy some directly from our website. But for sure, check out your local retailer because they have these holiday ones in their stores right now. Okay, the next piece we need is the red holly tag. So we're going to pop this out. And what I love when we include a tag, now there's not twine or ribbon included, but this is a great opportunity for you to dig in your stash and add some twine. So, or maybe you've got some really cute holiday ribbons. So I just have this brown twine sitting on my desk that I use a lot. And I'm going to add that to the tag before I adhere it down. That way I just am adding a cute little, actually I'm going to tie a bow. Let me tie a bow. That way we're adding a cute little different texture to the card. You know, we've got all the paper. We could add in the brads for a different texture, the ribbons, the twine. So use these as a starting point, and then don't be afraid to dig into your stash and add more things that you like, that you've collected. So I'm going to add this little brown twine up here and just tie it in a bow. It would even be cute to like put a brad up there. If I didn't have any ribbon, I could just put one of those cute brads. And then we're going to add this to the left side of the card. Like that. Okay, the next piece we need is the blue circle with the pink edge. So again, you can see where if I had every single thing popped out, it might take me a longer time to find these pieces. So when you just have your 5 sheets, it makes it a lot quicker to look for pieces. So this one's going to kind of go to the right side and be offset from the tag a little bit. And then the next piece we need is there's this light green snowflake strip. So here's that piece. And that's going to go across the bottom of the circle. And that just gives us an anchor point for our snowman to stand on. So we'll put that about right there. Now the next item we need is the Christmas tree. And this is the light green one. Remember, we had the dark green one earlier. So this time we have the light green one. And look how cute the garland is on this. It's got a little bow on the top, but then it's got all the different colors. It's got green, pink, red, and then the green again. So super colorful and just darling. So we'll add that to the left side of the circle. And that's just going to kind of create a little scene for our snowman. And then here is our snowman. He's going to go on the right edge of that pine tree. And he is so cute with his earmuffs. He's got his little scarf, and then he's holding a garland. Now you could add, glitter to those light bulbs if you wanted, and just really dress that up and make it sparkly. I think the holidays, it's such a fun time to add sparkle to our crafting. Okay, the next item we need is a small red poinsettia. And that would be this one right here. Okay. How's everyone doing? You having fun? Have you started on your holiday cards? Or do you like to do them, work on them at the holidays? You know, sometimes that's what helps us get in the holiday spirit, is to actually do crafting during the holidays. But cards are a really fun thing to do ahead of time. You know, throw on some Christmas music and just have fun. So the final piece for this one is this chipboard Jingle All the Way, and that's just going to go across the bottom of our snowman. And I'm going to add that on with a little bit of foam tape. And I'm just going to cut that in half so it's not going to peek out. So I'll put 1/2 on that side and 1/2 there. And then we will just put that across the snowman. We could add more, enamel dots to this one to kind of look like snowflakes up here, kind of like we did the other one. A brad would be really cute. Maybe we should put a brad this time. Let's see. Let's do, I'm going to put a small, look at these cute little small ones in the solid colors. That would be really cute right there in the center of that poinsettia. So I'm going to put it right there. You could also put them on the Christmas tree as ornaments, but just a little bit of dimension, and we are done with that one. You guys, we've done 7 cards. All right, last card. Can you believe it? We've done this all tonight, and we've had so much fun. Okay, so let's grab that last background panel, which is right here. You can see that on this sheet, I have a few little bonus flowers. So if I want to go back and tuck in some more flowers somewhere, I have that option. And we'll take a look at all of the bonus pieces at the end for sure. Okay, I'm going to open this up just because I like to use the edge to add my background panel to the card. All right, and then the next thing we need is there's a short green strip. And that is right here. And this is going to go across the bottom of the card. There's a bonus snowflake and a bonus stocking. So cute. Okay, so if we look at the picture for this one, we've got this, border piece that's in the middle, or this little aqua piece. But for this particular card, we're going to cover the bottom of that. So it looks like that panel is poking up behind that green piece. So this is sized perfectly and it will go right there. Now, of course, if you want to change it up, you could just trim it to fit inside there, whatever you want. So use it as a starting point. In fact, if you want to put a different phrase on here than the phrases that are included, pull out your stamps and change up the phrase. Maybe you want to put the recipient's name on there with letter stickers or something like that. That could be really cute. Okay, so next we need the white snowflake tag. So we're going to grab that one. Again, we can add some twine to the top. This time I'll stick a brad on it. I think that would be really cute. So it does, the hole does punch out. So if you want to put ribbon or something on there, you can. I'm going to do a brad. Let's see. We've got this size of a brad. I think the green one would be super cute. It says fa la la, almost like the little penguin is singing a song. So we'll put that one right there. And then let's add this tag right, I think it says right in the middle. Yep. Add the tag to the center of this panel. Okay. The next thing we need is the penguin. And we're going to add him to the right side of the tag. We're going to leave a little bit of space on the left so those little snowflakes can peek out, but also so we have room for that cute mug of hot cocoa. So let's grab our snowflake, or not our snowflake, our penguin. Look at, he's got a Santa hat on, delivering presents. He's right in the holiday spirit. Isn't he cute? And we're going to add him to the right side of that tag. He's a great size. Look at my hand. He's a really good size. So if you want to use him somewhere else, you totally could. Okay, so let's put him about right there. And then we need to grab the pink mug, which was right next to him. So here we go. We've got the pink mug. And again, there's some bonus pieces. We've got more little flowers and a heart, some hearts in there that we could add. So what I like to do is kind of put all the cards together and see what bonus pieces I have left. And then I can go, okay, do I want to add more pieces to my card? Or you can actually use those bonus pieces to decorate the insides of your card or add them to the envelopes and add some decoration so that your envelopes coordinate, which is a lot of fun too. Okay, so the next piece we need is this little snowflake. I got that right here. And again, this little snowflake is going to anchor our sentiment. So we'll put that right here in the bottom, and it kind of repeats the black snowflake of the tag. And then our last and final piece will be the "Oh, what fun" phrase from the chipboard sheet. And then I think I want to add that with some foam tape. So we'll put that on there. Got a couple of smaller pieces. And you guys, we've created 8 cards tonight. I got to sit here and talk to you. I didn't have to stress. I just followed the instructions, followed the pictures, and I could just have fun. It's the perfect thing to do if you're hanging out with your friends, watching a TV show, whatever you have going on. So let me see if you guys have any questions. I'm going to, I want to show you all 8 cards completed. But before I do that, let's look at the bonus pieces. So on our chipboard sheet, we've got a little heart up here. I could add those hearts, some holly, got a present. Look at all these cute bonus pieces. I got trees and stockings. So I could take some pattern paper from the collection or from my stash and build another card, or use these, like I mentioned before, on the inside of the cards or on tags, you know, coordinating tags for your present. Maybe you want to make a little coordinating gift bag. So we've got the mug, we've got more pieces there. Here's the little flowers I showed you before with the hearts. And then we've got another stocking over here. Sorry, this is hard to see. I probably should punch them all out. Let's do that. Let's punch them out. I'll leave the chipboard ones, but let's punch out these so we can see how many we have. So we've got those 2 there. While I'm doing this, why don't you put any questions that you have in the comments, and I'll look at those in just a second. And then let's see. Okay, so there's all those. We've got a couple of pieces right here. Sorry for my little sniffle there. And then maybe these ones I'll just trim out really quickly because they're kind of together in a group. So I've got all those pieces. So I love that we've done that, we're not wasting any space. We want you to get the bang for your buck. You know, we don't want you to pay for blank spaces on your sheets. You're going to have lots of fun little things to work with, again, to decorate those envelopes, decorate coordinating tags, or, you know, make a scrapbook page. You could do a lot of things. Okay, let's take a look at the comments. Any questions? Everyone doing good out there? These kits would be fun to do with the kids, for sure. Yes, that's what Karis said. Oh, my mouse got. Karis is saying these would be really fun to do with the kids. Definitely. You could think of like having a gingerbread party or an ugly sweater party, and you guys are making some cards. You could use these as invitations to the party. They'd be so cute. A cute addition to the envelopes. Yep, exactly. The collection is gorgeous. Yes, it is. All right. So if any of you are watching on the replay, for sure, leave me your comments and your questions. We would love to know what you think of our card kits. And then let's take a look at all of our completed cards. We've created 8 gorgeous layered cards. These aren't just flat cards with little tiny pieces stuck on. You've got all kinds of pieces layered up on these. You can add the coordinating embellishments to add even more detail, like we did with the enamel dots and the brads. We've got, you know, add your ribbons and your twine, and look how cute and look how fun. So I want to remind you, I'm not seeing any questions, but I want to remind you about my challenge to you for World Card Making Day. It is next Saturday, October 2nd. We are going to be doing an Insta Hop as a design team with some fun prizes. So be sure to stop by for some inspiration. And guys, follow our design team members. They are so talented, and they're constantly creating bonus projects with Simple Stories products. So follow our blog, follow our Instagram page, follow our Facebook page. We have a YouTube page, and then follow all the designers, because they create the most amazing things. It's so much fun. So I want to challenge you, you know, pick up some card kits and have a World Card Making Day party. Introduce someone new to card making, but also gather your friends that love to do card making. And then, of course, last week we announced our retreat. Our retreat is happening next September. So a year from now, it's going to be a beautiful time of year, the fall, here in Utah, September 15th through 17th in the Davis Conference Center in Layton, Utah. Hopefully, you know, the pandemic will allow you all to travel, but really, we would love to see you there. Seats are limited. If you want to purchase the ticket, just go to this tab. You can see it in the yellow on the right side of the screen. If you go to our home screen, there is a specific tab for our retreat. It will give you more information about everything that's included with your ticket. We will be inviting you to a private Facebook group in January. We're going to count down and have fun and just get so excited, because we cannot wait to craft with you. But again, seats are limited. We can only fit so many in the conference center, and they are going fast. They're starting to go. So you know, maybe this is something you want for Christmas. Maybe you've got a birthday coming up. It's going to be fun. You're going to be able to create with all of our different kinds of collections. One thing I love about Simple Stories is we have multiple styles of products. So it will feature all Simple Stories products, but you're not going to get bored, because we've got our whimsical hand-drawn style, we've got our simple vintage lines, and then we have our other lines that are, I don't know how to describe it, you know, just the bright, happy, fun style. So many different styles. We're going to be making 2 albums. We're going to have 2 layout classes, I believe, a card class, a home decor class. We're going to be, so 6 classes total. We're going to be doing a take and make, which is kind of a round robin style make and take, where at the end you're going to have a project done. That's going to be like a little mini album. So it's going to be so much fun. And again, we'll be hanging out together all year from January to September in that private Facebook group, where we'll have live streams like this. We'll give you tips and techniques. We're just going to have a lot of fun. So again, check that out. My name is Jana Eubank. I'm the marketing manager at Simple Stories, and I'm so glad you joined me tonight. Let's hang out again sometime soon. All right, you guys have a great night. We'll see you next time.